Welcome back to Ferris Sports Update. Time to check in with Bulldog Softball. We're joined by head coach Jake Schumann. And Coach, first of all, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Rob.
Hard to believe, but you guys are already 18 games into the season and played a lot of action here early on in the year.
18 games in and about 8 games canceled due to weather. So we're rolling. Just started conference play yesterday and looking forward to the end.
Talk about where you guys are at right now. Obviously, 18 games in, you got 12 wins already on the season and playing some good softball here early in the course of the year.
Yeah, we just had a 7-game winning streak broken up yesterday with a 5-4 loss at Wayne, but played really well. Girls are believing in what we're doing. First power rankings for KPI came out last week, and we were 26th in the country, #1 in our region. So that's a great thing to build on.
Obviously, you guys got a chance to start early in February, went to Hawaii for a week. What was that experience like for the student athletes and also the coaches?
Jeez, so much has happened since then. I almost forgot we went. No, not really. It was amazing, and the parents were really appreciative. They got to spend a lot of family time with their daughters, and we played some good softball. We played with some really good teams, and it was just a great combination of family time, team time, and good softball.
Obviously, you guys also had a couple games played down in Ohio and then off to Florida. Maybe talk about how these experiences, these games have really helped prepare you for the start of conference play.
Yeah, well, ODU is always a tough competitor, and they're going to do well in the GMAC, so we always want to put them on our schedule. And then went to Florida for 6 games, went undefeated down there. Girls did a great job. We swung the bats well. We pitched out of our minds. I think we had a 1.2 ERA or something like that for the week, but timely hitting, great defense, and awesome pitching, and obviously come back with a 6-game winning streak.
As we go to the highlights, we'll start with the conference opener against Wayne State. After Saturday's games at Saginaw Valley were postponed, you had a chance to take the field and maybe talk about the performance. Obviously, a big win here in Game 1.
Yeah, well, we got Catherine O'Donohue back from an ACL injury last year. Didn't participate in any conference games last year, and she's off to a great start. Got a sub-1 ERA, and I think she had a no-hitter going into the 5th yesterday. Was doing amazing, and so she's been doing great. CeCe Bell's doing outstanding in the circle. Ella had a little rough start in Game 2. They came out and scored 5 runs on us early, and our girls did an awesome job battling back and actually loaded up the bases with 2 outs and down 1 run in the 7th. So we got ourselves in a position to win the game last night, and just didn't go our way.
Here in the first game, scoreless through about 3 innings or so, but you guys really found the bats, got it going with 10 hits here in the game.
Yeah, well, our offensive mantra is just pass the bat and have quality at bats, and the more pitches we see, the better we feel like we're going to hit somebody. So, we got into that 3rd or 4th inning, and their pattern never changed, and our adjustments were outstanding, and our girls started swinging the bats, and we had 10 hits, I think, in the last 2 or 3 innings.
How nice was it to get a big win here in the first game over a Wayne State team that's obviously been pretty competitive over the years in the GLIAC?
Wayne on paper has probably some of the best recruits in the conference. They got some players. We play up for them. We played really hard. It was super cold, so it's good to get that win. We can, like I said, the second game we came back a little flat to start, but battled really hard, and we'll take the split on the road to start.
Obviously, nice to see that many runs scored in that opening game and that many hits for your team.
Yeah, I think we're averaging almost 6 runs a game, so over the 18-game span. So we're scoring some runs. Like I said, we try to pass the bat. Nobody has to be the hero. Everybody kind of just does their little job, and we call it death by paper cut. Just 1 hit at a time. We've only hit 1 home run on the year, and that came yesterday with Alexa's 3-run bomb. And actually, we've hit 2. Emma G hit 1, but we're not a home run hitting team. We're gap to gap, and we're trying to get 2 or 3 bases at a time, and that's just kind of how our offense runs.
Here in Game 2, we'll see Wayne State eventually jump in front here early in this game, but as you mentioned earlier, your team really did a nice job battling back and giving yourselves an opportunity. Yeah,
that play right there is kind of disappointing. They called her out, and then that play would have scored the difference in the game. So, those things happen. That's our game, but they're playing hard. We're playing good, and we're doing everything well, all aspects. We're running the bases well. We're hitting. Our defense is phenomenal. We're in the 970s for our defense, and our pitching is a sub 2.5. So as a team, so we're doing it all. We're just got to put it all together every day.
Obviously, you get the split here as you fall 5-4 in the second game. How important is it to take a game like that and really put it behind you and move forward quickly?
Yeah, that was the conversation. We played well for 13 innings yesterday, and the goal is 14 if we need to. So Ella struggled in the circle a little bit. We didn't help her out defensively. Usually our defense is pretty solid, but we let her down a little bit and came out on the short end. So that's the conversation, and the girls know it, and they know we're having a good year, and we have a good squad, and we have all the ability in the world. So.
Obviously, you've been a young team over the last couple of years. How important was that experience for some of those kids that have came back this year and have taken on a little bit bigger role?
Yeah, we're still young. 2 senior starters, so Brooklyn Verbeek at third and Maddie Geekus in left field. But then, Jaden Joseph is a 3-year starter at second, and Alexis, obviously, as the freshman of the year candidate last year in the nation, is back. Our catching staff, Emily Killian was second team all-conference. She's back. And then we moved Emma Gillard from shortstop to center field, and she's done an outstanding job out there. And then Ella McDonald's doing a great job in right field. So we're doing it all. We had a newcomer at shortstop, might have an injury that might end the season, but Jaden Marlette was, if not going to be the freshman of the year, maybe the player of the year. She's batting around 400 and has been out for the last week. So we'll get an injury report on her for going forward. But Bailey McAllister's done a great job stepping in for her. So it's just kind of next man up mentality, and we got some young, talented people, and we just keep on learning.
Obviously, here in the course of the spring, you got to deal with not only the opponents, but the weather. And this week, a busy week, scheduled to play at Davenport. Then the first home games here coming up this weekend, hopefully weather permitting.
Yeah, we got to get the snow to melt so we can go down to Grand Rapids and play Davenport. And then trying to move Saturday's game. Was going to be Thursday, just got notification they got midterms, so maybe Friday. Saturday's looking like a wash, so I don't know what's going to happen there, but stay tuned. Like always, every weekend's going to be stay tuned.
How, for your kids, how resilient do they have to be, never knowing for sure what the weather's going to be like and knowing when you're going to be able to take the field?
Well, I think I heard somebody ask Brooklyn that last year, and she's like, we grew up in Michigan. We know what the weather's like. We play softball all our life in these conditions. So they just roll with it. They're really, really good about it. They'd much prefer being in Hawaii and Florida playing games, but it is what it is. Obviously,
the GLIAC, as you start from here on out, pretty much all conference games. How challenging is the conference going to be this year?
I coached in the Lone Star Conference, so we used to say that was the SEC of D2, but the GLIAC's it's up there. Everybody can beat everybody. I made that comment the other day. If you look at Wayne, got swept by Davenport, who just got demolished by Saginaw, and Saginaw's got 8 losses on the year too. So everybody's beatable. You just got to show up and play all 3 facets of the game.
Well, Coach, thanks for the time. Congrats on the great start, and looking forward to watching the Bulldogs this spring.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
We'll be back with more Ferris Sports Update right after this.